Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about how to increase your EEAT, because this is a very common question that I get asked, and I feel like it's a pretty important topic as well going into 2024, scaling out websites. So yeah, now one thing that I would want to highlight in this video is that not every website needs all EEAT signals. Like, for example, if you are a local business, you might not need everything that I'm going to mention. However, if you are a affiliate website and basically you're trying to sell, let's say, credit cards, you might need a lot more signals, right? So, for example, a local business, you might only need some reviews. And again, this is dependent on what kind of local business website you have, right? So if, say for example, if you're a lawyer and you have a law firm website in New York, you're probably going to need a lot more EEAT signals than a plumber in New York. So just bear that in mind. But for example, reviews definitely help for local businesses. Home links to the homepage, so branded links, they will help with the EEAT of your website and also your branding. There's a few things that I will show you guys as well on that. Mentions of offers, for example. Again, this one is dependent on the type of website you have. If you are a local business, for example, and you're a plumber, you might not need any offer links. Whereas if you are a law firm, you're probably going to want some of your lawyers basically mentioned on their other websites. And typically speaking, if they have essentially passed the bar and stuff, there will be universities speaking about the offers, right? So then you've got case studies as well. So again, case studies, if, say, for example, you fit solar panels, right? Case studies help big time when it comes to EEAT and establishing trust, because it shows you, or it shows people that you actually have done the work. Yes. By the way, excuse the horrible handwriting. I know it's not the best, but for anybody that is struggling to read, we've got reviews, we have homepage links, we have offer links, we have case studies. The list does go on and on, but for a website that doesn't have any EEAT signals, these are all very good places to start for your website. Now, that being said, for an affiliate website, I would definitely say that if you are an affiliate website and you are trying to rank in finance, offer links is really important. Offer links. And also, they one caveat to this as well is that it doesn't necessarily always need to be a link. It can also be a offer mention as well. And an offer mention is basically another website that just mentions your offer, saying that your offer is a great fitness expert, or he is or she is a great finance advisor, whatever the case may be. So these two, offer mentions don't always necessarily need to link through to your website. Then you have got homepage links, and we'll actually show you, I'll show you some examples of this where big websites have had homepage links or links to their homepage being built. And again, that helps with the trust side of stuff. Another thing as well in the local business side of stuff is citations. If you can get listed on I have definitely butchered the spell of citations. We'll just put C. Citations will help when it comes to essentially the trustworthiness. If you can get listed on a paid directory, for example, such as Yell, or if, say, for example, you're a law firm, there's a lot of paid law firm directories. If you can get listed on those, that will also help with the EEAT side of stuff. So, and a few other things that I'm also going to put, and again, these all it can apply to all different types of website. You just need to essentially see what your competitors are doing, right? But being omnipresent will help. Omnipresent. And the reason I'm saying be omnipresent is because if somebody was to watch your video on YouTube, or if they were to see a reel on Instagram or Facebook, or if they were to see a short on TikTok or Snapchat, they will most likely visit your website. And again, this helps with branded searches. I have actually got a video coming out about branded search, so if you guys are interested, definitely watch that. It's mainly talking about different traffic diversity. So that video should help you, right? Now that we have a better understanding of EEAT, and it's not just, so I'm going to put, I'm going to write offer, offer boxes. And a lot of people think that EEAT is just offer boxes. Now, that's not the case. And the reason for that is, let's say you have, we'll draw a little guy here. Let's call him Bob, right? We'll give him some here as well. Now, if Bob was the best brain surgeon in the world, but there was no mentions of him on the entire web, Google doesn't know who Bob is. So essentially what we're trying to do is getting Bob listed on as many places and also mentioning his website as well. So for example, if he has a website, trying to get that website with homepage links, that will help, like branded links mentioning both Bob and also the website. Let's say his website's 123.com. Making certain that, for example, there's loads of news articles talking about Bob, that will also help. If he can be omnipresent, so if he can do podcasts, videos, Instagram reels, shorts, etc., brilliant. All of this will essentially help. Offer mentions as well, so it doesn't necessarily always need to be linking through to Bob or his website. Again, if say for example he is a law firm, you can definitely be doing case studies, how you've won certain court cases, or even if you're not a law firm and you do solar panels, you can definitely do case studies saying, hey, look, we installed a solar panel for the Audi dealership in New York, and now they're saving $6,000 a month on electricity. Something along those lines that will essentially help with the credibility of your business. And then you obviously have got being omnipresent. We've mentioned that, homepage links, citations, case studies, offer links, reviews. So if you can get reviews for your brand, that will also help. Right. Now that we've took a look at that, if we take a look at this, so this is like a 10 out of 10 example, right? Not everybody will need this kind of example for their website, right? So for example, if we were to look at Martin Lewis, as you can see, He's omnipresent on his YouTube channel. He has got a Wikipedia page. He's active on, or he has a Twitter. Let's see if he is active on there. I reckon he probably is. So this is his pinned tweet from 2019, so let's disregard that. But March 29th, March 28th, March 28th, March 28th, 28th. Yeah, he's super active. Bearing in mind it is the 6th of April, so I mean he's not tweeting every day, but he is making a conscious effort of actually being there. Let's check out his Instagram. As you can see, 1.1 million followers. So he very quickly, if you were to read a Martin Lewis blog on his website, right, and if let's say you didn't know who Martin Lewis was, if you were to search his name up, you would very quickly tell, yeah, this guy is a real person. He's not made up myth. So just bear that in mind when you are scaling out a website. Trying to get like your offers listed on as many websites. And also what I will do is, if we search the name Martin Lewis, and then moneysavingexpert.com is his website. So if we do minus moneysavingexpert.com, so these are all the mentions of Martin Lewis that's not on his website. So as you can see here, he's got the Mirror, the Financial Times. Actually, is he a writer on the Financial Times? Yeah, he's also guest posting or writing blogs on other financial websites, right? Now let's disregard Financial Times and let's just take a look at other websites that mention him. So Martin Lewis. Obviously, you do have Financial Times. You've got Money and Mental Health Policy Institute. He's obviously got his the Martin Lewis podcast. Yeah, so he's got a podcast on BBC. He's on Gazette Live, The Independent, ITVX, STV, Spotify, which would again be his podcast. GLA Speaker Bureau, Tesside Live, I believe. So is this the same Martin Lewis? Yeah, it is. So as you can see, he is mentioned a lot of places. Now, again, this is a sliding scale. If, say, for example, you are a plumbing business, you're not going to need all of this. If I was a plumbing business, I would probably recommend doing more reviews and links to my homepage. And again, you can do some case studies, but again, with plumbing, if you're replacing copper pipes, you're not going to have a nice looking case study. So I would probably say that if I was like a local plumber, I would do citations, I would do links to my homepage, mention my brand, and I would get reviews, because those are probably the three biggest things when it comes to ranking locally. However, on the other side of the spectrum, if I am a fitness website providing fitness advice on how to lose weight, I would be more so focused on building something like this, building a brand, and making certain that my offers are getting mentioned, making certain that they are speaking at conferences, for example, or if they can't speak at conferences, maybe have a podcast, because again, you're getting Spotify to mention you, and you can very quickly build up a following that way as well. So just to recap, if we go back here, all of these will help with EEAT, but obviously pick and choose as and when you want to be using some of these things. So not everything will apply to your website. So just pick and choose. And again, you might be looking at this, or you might be watching this video thinking, this is going to be a lot of money. It's actually not that expensive. Like, for example, setting up a podcast. I've done it. It's not expensive by any means. I use a tool called Riverside, riverside.fm. This tool basically, if I click onto So this tool basically allows you to interview people live. I believe it is. See, they even have a free package, but if, say, for example, you wanted to do more podcasts, you can definitely pay monthly, $20 a month, and this will essentially create a studio where you're on one side and then your guest is on the other. Or in some cases, you might not even want a guest to do a podcast. You might just want to do a podcast about the latest fitness trends or whatever. So you might not even need this. But again, it's not, you shouldn't be scared by doing all of these things. It can definitely help. And it's not as expensive as what people make it out to be as well. I'm just going to put podcasts because I actually did forget to mention that. Podcasts. So yeah, it all comes down to how much time and willingness you're actually putting into the website. So that has been my website on how to improve your EEAT on your website. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And if you guys want a free 15-minute growth strategy call for your website, make sure to check out Kazra-.com. The link is in the description. Thanks.